on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you a very special figure review. Today we have the first in-hand look of the newest WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition Coliseum Collection figures. We have Hulk Hogan and Terry Funk. Huge shout out to the Mattel team for sending this early sample my way to kind of unbox and review for you guys, to kind of show you what these figures are all about. So let me point out first and foremost, these figures are not yet available to order. They will go up for order this Friday, November 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on MattelCreations.com. That is the only place you're going to be able to find them. They are exclusive to Mattel Creations, just like the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that we have been getting the last few years from Mattel. This is where this set will live and the only place you will be able to order it. And I don't know how limited it's going to be. I don't know the price point. That information was not passed on to me. I will say I think this will be a little easier to get than the San Diego Comic-Con figures. Those are more exclusive to an event. They need to be a little more limited to make them a little more highly sought after. Again, this information was not passed on to me, but that's what I'm thinking. This will be similar to the retro figures. I know even the newest one with the Hart Foundation, Jimmy Hart, and Nikolai Volkov is still up for order on Mattel Creations, so you just never know. Granted, these are Ultimate Edition figures, so they are probably going to be a little more sought after than the retros. They are phenomenal figures, great extra articulation, all these crazy accessories, so don't sleep on it. If you do want these figures, make sure to set an alarm or something. Again, this Friday, November 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on MattelCreations.com. We're going to go and take a full deep dive of these two figures. Look at the actual packaging and the box. So I did want to point out that these figures did come in a brown shipper. I'll bring that in real close. It's kind of tight in this camera for some added protection. If you did order the Zeus and Rip 2-pack, similarly packed like that, so it did come packed pretty nice. You can see the awesome image of Terry Funk and Hulk Hogan here on the side. Absolutely love the vintage look. You got the WWE logo, and then this is a slip box, so you'll be able to open up from the side and pull the actual Ultimates out from under. But look at this awesome image of Hulk, just so iconic. Again, this is based on the LJN. I think this is a fantasy attire. I don't know if Hogan actually wore this outfit. I'm a huge Hulkamaniac. I probably should know this. But if I'm guessing, I don't think it's an actual attire he wore. I know he did wear the white trunks or the white boots at one point. But again, this is based on the LJN figure itself. You can see it has the Ultimate Edition logo here. The Mattel logo looks really nice. I absolutely love the artwork. The Mattel packaging team does a phenomenal job with Bruce Mode and George really killing it. We'll flip it over to the other side. You got the Ultimate Edition logo. Nice kind of vintage colors too, with the red and the white and the blue. Just looks really good. And of course, Terry Funk. So this is pretty much based on the Legends figure that we got very early on the Mattel. I think it was Legends Series 2. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But we're getting an Ultimate Edition version of it. And it just seemed sense if they were going to do it, pack it with the biggest WWE superstar of all time. I think the reason they went with this kind of 2-pack motion, I know some of us were disappointed. I was a little like, I kind of want to be able to pick and choose who I buy, but again, I'm an ultimate completist, so I would have definitely grabbed one of each. But, you know, this is a good strategy where you can get someone who's may not sell as well as a Hulk Hogan. Like, if you wanted, like, say, an Iron Sheik Ultimate, this is another way to squeeze them in the line. I absolutely would love to get an Andre the Giant. That is a big want of mine. Hopefully, that will come to fruition with this Coliseum collection. You know, have high hopes for the series. It just, you know, off to a phenomenal start with these two figures. But I did want to show at the top of the box, there is even more. There's some more print up here, just like, you know, with the usual Ultimate Edition, they always have those little Easter eggs. So they have it on the outside of the box here. You have Hulkamania is running wild, brothers. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, Hulkamaniacs. And even on the bottom, really some great detailing here. We'll flip it around so you can see that. So you got the man from the Double Cross Ranch. You're nothing but an egg-sucking dog. So great sayings for both of these superstars. You can see the little WWE Authentic hologram here. That looks great. I do want to open this, so I did not actually toy with it, so hopefully I do not mess this up on camera, but I do want to be a little careful. I do not want to rip the box, but looks like it just opens over here. Oh, look at that nice touch. Got the WWE logo. I do like that. Open it up. Look at that. Even more detail. See, I'm a sucker for stuff like this. adds so much to the packaging. I love when they throw these just like extra things you wouldn't expect. Hulk Hogan versus Terry Funk. That is pretty sick. Kudos to the design team for that. And there's even more Easter eggs. So here we have Hulk in the box, and look at him in this vintage carding. Looks really good. I'm so happy to have this here in my collection. I want to take him out without bending it. So this is very similar to the Sergeant Slaughter San Diego Comic-Con exclusive packaging. You can see the actual box art, and there's even another piece of cardboard underneath to protect your Terry Funk from getting damaged. So I do like that extra attention to detail. Let's get this box out of here because it's getting a little crowded. Be a little gentle taking Terry out. So here we go. We got both Ultimate Edition figures. I love the artwork. And if you want to get a quick look at the box, if I can squeeze that in here in this ring, you can see the images of all these guys here. I wonder if these are all part of the Mattel team. You can see all the different characters. Don't mess with the Hulkster. That looks like Bruce Mode. That I do recognize. There's George, another member of the packaging team. You got Bill. You got Ravishing Robert over here. There looks like that's Corporate Steve. Man, that is pretty cool, man. Thank you for all what you guys do, man. You guys really work hard. I do appreciate all your efforts from the Mattel team. And you just make my life better because these figures that you guys produce just make me so goddamn happy. So thank you to the Mattel team, and I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. But here we go. So we got both of the figures out of their boxes, and they just look sick, man. I don't even want to take them out, but the good thing about this stuff, so just like the Sergeant Slaughter, you can slide the carding up. And you can see even Sarge on the back, but we'll get to that when we finish packaging. You can slide this up, pop the figure out, and put them right back in the packaging if you're a mock collector. But here we have Terry Funk. Got the awesome vintage image Coliseum collection at the top. We'll bring in Terry real quick to get a closer look. See the accessories he does come with. There are probably more accessories, I'm guessing, hidden underneath here in this little cardboard insert on the bottom. This looks really nice. Flipping on the back, you see the custom. Oh man, the old school cards that you used to be able to cut out from all those vintage figures, all those lines. That was such a big thing. I remember collecting like Batman or G.I. Joe figures and keeping the trading cards. You see the different accessories that are included. The other figures in the wave, again, we did get Sarge for San Diego Comic-Con, so that's why he is included on the back. Got a little read up here on the top. You can pause if you do want to see that. But let's flip him back around and we'll take a look at the Hulkster. So you got Hogan here. He comes with a red headband. The white cloth tearaway shirt. Again, we have seen this before. Is pretty much a repaint of the Ultimate Edition Series 13 and even the Rip 'Em figure. You can see he does come with the first time the big belt. So I don't think he ever had a black strap. I know, obviously, the big green belt is one I would love to have in my collection. I'm sure it's coming. They have the mold. I'm going to say it's probably the same again. I'm not that accurate on the belts. I know the belt had a green strap, but I'm assuming the plates are the same as that come with this figure. So to me, it seems like a layup that we'll eventually see it in the Mattel line. Again, you got the awesome vintage image of Hogan tearing his shirt. You get the cardboard insert with the accessories on the bottom. Flipping over to the side, awesome images again. All the figures in the wave. The accessories are included, the read up. But enough chatting. We're going to go through each of these figures one by one. Okay, so I lied. I want to do one more quick kind of video wrap up here with the packaging before we get the figures out of the box. So in case you guys are wondering the size of the actual box, because you get two carded figures, here is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive box for Rip and Zeus. So you can see obviously two figures are packed here and they were kind of facing each other like a face-off. Look how much bigger this box is. I'm going to turn them sideways and you can see obviously the size is just so much bigger. And honestly, here's another thing. So remember that little divide that had separated your Hulk and Terry Funk? You can flip it around and have it to be like the old school backdrop of the WWE or WWF days from back in the day for your interview set. This will be great for figure photography. I absolutely love this. This is a nice touch to add to this 2-pack. And here's a nice side profile of the packaging with both wrestlers from each 2-pack. So up first, we're taking a look at Terry Funk out of the packaging. And the accessories are packed really nicely within this little cardboard packaging. Just kind of open it up here. It does slide open just like any other box from the back. See the accessories included inside. So do not throw this out when you get the figures in hand. You will open it up. And this is how your accessories will look on the inside, if you guys can see that. You get the two heads and the interchangeable hands. And we will take this out of the cardboard packaging. Again, if you ever wanted to just repack this and put it right back in the box, you can. So you can see the other interchangeable heads. We will remove them, as well as the hands. So comes out really easy, no problems whatsoever, and they should be able to pour it in no problem as well. So you get a set of mic holding hands, the other one is on the figure, as well as a set of fisted hands. You also do get kind of the rock-on hands that come with Terry Funk, as well as 2 interchangeable heads. So you got kind of more of like a beat-up mid-match, kind of like ready to go to work Terry Funk here versus a hyped-up Terry Funk on the right here with the screaming scan. And you got the kind of mellowed-out scan that's on the figure itself. I actually do like all these. Good likeness to Terry Funk from back in the day. Absolutely do love them. You also do get the branding iron. So if you guys did own that Legends 2 figure, this is pretty much the same figure, but plussed up in the Ultimate Edition. Obviously, the accessories look a lot better. I do remember having that figure. I bought a bunch of those for customs. I remember swapping out the torsos very early in the Mattel line. Unfortunately, that figure did peg warm a lot, so it makes sense why they paired this figure with Hulk Hogan, just in case something like that does happen again. But this is going to be such a better version. And that's the great thing about them redoing the old figures. They can use the new technology, the new type of accessories. The True FX scan just really puts the figure over the top. So I remember having a bunch of these branding irons, just because, again, I bought so many with for custom fix-ups. And this is definitely different. I do remember it just being this little thin handle, but you can see it's got a little bit of a handle here added to the back to make it look a little thicker. Got some paint deco here on the front and the silver. It does look really nice. I do like how that came out. You also do get the removable hat. It does look really nice. Got the red around the brim, kind of the cowboy hat if you wanted to have him with his look on his entrance gear. He also does have this nice soft good shirt. It does come packed nicely with this rubber band, which you can remove just to keep it looking a little neater in the packaging. So once you get that off, the shirt itself is removable, just kind of like one of those flap shirts. And again, this is really nice quality, thick material. I hope to God these don't stain the figure, because I've just been scarred by so many figures lately between the Jazzwares line and even the Ultimate Macho Man we just got. But this seems to be a really nice soft material. Really do like how that came out. And inspecting the figure, it does not look like there's any, maybe a little slight red staining. Very, very slight. But again, that is something to keep an eye out for in the future. And look at that scan. Wow. That is a great likeness of Terry Funk. Absolutely do like the look. Kind of like the crazy eyes. Also, he does come with the chaps that are removable. There is Velcro on the back. Looks like they got some elastic here to keep it in place. So you will Velcro that out, and you can slide it on through, down off of his legs, and you will have Terry Funk in his ring gear. So, I mean, again, I don't have that figure in hand, the Legends 2. I was never the biggest fan of it, but I do remember having a lot of these accessories, and this is definitely more quality. Feels more like Shawn Michaels kind of chaps. More of that leathery feel if you have the Ultimate Edition. Look at even these red fringes here on the side. Just nice detailing. This is a premium figure. Bill said he wanted an Ultimate Terry Funk. This is one of his dreams. So you know he put in the extra work to get it, because this is probably the only Ultimate we will see for a long time. And, you know, he really did a good job, Bill. I absolutely love this entrance gear. Looks really nice. Moving on to the figure itself. So it seems to be the same Ultimate torso as the Ultimate Edition Ric Flair, very similar. Nice kind of build to it. He does have the butterfly joints, the double jointed pinless elbows. You can see very simple wrestling attire for something from back in the day. He's got the red trunks. He's got the kind of gray straps or, you know, knee braces painted underneath his knee pads. Does look really nice. And I think these are the same designs as the Legends 2, kind of the black and red trim. He does have the toe articulation as well. And if you guys want to take a look at the back, the side profile looks really good. Let's bring in the other heads while we're at it. If you guys wanted to kind of compare all three side by side, and we will swap them on the figure too to kind of give you a different look. But let me know down in the comments, which head do you like best? I think I like the one that actually comes on the figure the most. And number 2, I think I'm going to go with the Screaming Scan. But, you know, I'm really nicely done on all 3 heads. So here we have the Screaming Scan on the Ultimate Edition body, as well as the face with the kind of grimacing teeth look. For your Terry Funk comparison, so while I don't have the Legends 2 figure to compare the Ultimate Edition with, I do have the most recent Elite 97 Chainsaw Charlie. And on the right, I have the Elite 41 ECW Terry Funk. Obviously, these are based more on his later run. And these are the versions I kind of grew up with. I'll say this version of Terry Funk, the new Ultimate, was a little before my time, but I absolutely love watching Terry Funk later in his career. I loved him in ECW, and I absolutely loved him as Chainsaw Charlie when he paired up with Mick Foley. But these figures all look great, and honestly, this new Terry Funk really is the ultimate version of Terry Funk. Here we have the immortal Hulk Hogan out of his packaging, and he looks freaking sweet. So just like Terry Funk, you do get another cardboard kind of box to house your accessories. Again, do not throw this out when you get your figures. You can see, again, ports open the same way. And these are how the interchangeable pieces look. On the inside, you get the 2 interchangeable heads and a bunch of interchangeable hands. You just kind of remove this plastic tray. You got another set of plastic tray on the bottom for the open hands, which unfortunately came loose, but that is not a big deal. Again, they will port right back in there. So you do get a set of the open hands here. And these are going to be the same kind of hands that we've been getting with a lot of the Hulk Hogans, especially the Ultimate Edition Series 13. You get the finger point. You also do get a set of mic holding hands, as well as the fisted hands that are on the figure. So the heads that come with this new Hulk Hogan are the same as the Ultimate Edition Series 13, except for one. So you get the bug-eyed face on the figure. You get the smiling scan. Those two did come with the Ultimate Edition Series 13, but just like the San Diego Comic-Con RIP exclusive, they do have an exclusive head that comes with that figure, and it's this snarling scan right here. And I'm getting some Thunderlips vibes with this head. I absolutely love it. Looks really good, kind of like a pissed off, smug look. Really do like how they came out. This is the new head that does come with this figure. And, you know, a lot of people were kind of knocking it, calling it just a repaint. I get it. They're really getting the most out of this, you know, Ultimate Hulk mold. And, you know, I know a lot of people are complaining we've gotten quite a few Ultimate Hulk Hogans. This is now the 5th one. Obviously, the first one was the Ultimate Edition Hollywood. Shortly after that, we got the Amazon Fan Takeover, which, side note, is $22.99 or $22.49 on Amazon right now. That's crazy with the distribution issues with that figure. But now it seems to be readily available, and it's on a discount. So if you guys are watching this video kind of early on, jump on Amazon and grab it. I went and actually grabbed a few more just for some accessories. And they're still available. Plenty up there. That's crazy. Then we got the Ultimate Edition Series 13. To a lot of people, that was the most definitive Hulk Hogan WrestleMania 1. Shortly after, we got the San Diego Comic-Con RIP. And now we have this new one based off the LJN figure. And listen, I'm a Hulkamaniac, so keep pumping them out. And I'm kind of, not that I'm losing interest in the Elite versions of Hulk. I will gladly buy those. But you start pumping out Ultimates, I kind of just want an Ultimate of every version. So I feel like we get the Elites and I just convert them into an Ultimate. So absolutely love the Ultimate Edition figures and everything they are all about. And you can see, getting back to this figure, he does come with a red headband. This does look to be the same one as the Ultimate Edition Series 13, just painted red. If you guys do remember, that one is kind of just the white headband with the Hulkster, and we will get into that with comparisons. He also does come with a cross necklace. You get the white Hulkamania shirt with a tear down the middle and the front. We've seen that quite a few times. He does have the tears in the back on the shirt. But here we're getting a new title. So not only are you getting a new head, different, obviously, color variations of the accessories, but you are getting the, I guess this never really came out. He does win the green strap belt when he beats Iron Sheik, when Hulkamania is born. So now you get kind of the black strap version of that belt. And we will take this off the figure and get a close-up look. Look at the size of that strap. Without a doubt, this is the thickest strap that Mattel has ever made on a WWE belt. Love the look of it. Again, got the nice gold finish. I don't know how accurate this belt is as far as the plates. Again, I'm not a big belt guy. From just looking at it, it looks like how it should look. But again, I don't know the specifics of the plates themselves, of exactly how they're supposed to look. And if you guys kind of want some scale comparisons, here is the Winged Eagle Championship belt. And I also have the championship belt Hulk has with his Defining Moments figure. So again, very big on these straps. If you want to see the length of it, it actually is the same length as the Defining Moments figure. And if you guys kind of want to get an idea of that, actually, even the Winged Eagle is about that size. For some reason, I thought the strap was longer to get it over that rubber shirt that Defining Moments Hulk came with. But definitely a bigger size belt. And again, I really do like the look of it. It looks really nice. Moving on to the figure itself with the other accessories. So again, you get the tearaway shirt down the middle. we will remove it. Love the look of it, something very different. And I just love the red trunks, man. They look really nice. I have an actual fix-up idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll save that for another video, but if I can score another one on Mattel Creations again this Friday, I will definitely be doing more of a fix-up. But here, this is the same exact shirt as we received with the Ultimate Edition Series 13. Again, it's just in white instead of the red traditional Hulkamania shirt that we're used to. Headband is removable, does port underneath the hair, and for sure, this is the same exact headband, same thickness, same everything as the Ultimate Edition Series 13 figure. And again, standard body, you get the butterfly joints, feels nice and snug. Now, to kind of trickle back to Terry Funk, obviously the newer Ultimates are now coming with those displacing hips, where you can kind of pop the hip joints down so you get a little added articulation. We did see that with the Ultimate Edition Series 15, Ultimate Warrior, and Brock Lesnar. I will point out that that did not carry over to these figures. That will probably start with 2023. So this does not have the displacing hips. Neither does Terry Funk, to point that out. If you guys aren't sure what that exactly is, check out my Ultimate Edition review of Brock and the Ultimate Warrior. I do kind of a tutorial to show you. So the hip kind of drops down so you can do some higher leg kicks. That is not on these figures. Again, 2023 is probably when we're going to start seeing them more so. Ringside did get those figures in earlier, but I think they're hitting retail next year, so that is why they are not on these figures. But again, the body is exactly the same as the Ultimate Edition Series 13. He just has the red trunks, got the white knee pads with the plain white boots. Very simple but clean, man. I absolutely love how this gear looks on Hulk. Again, something very different. I do really like how this figure itself came out. And running through some head swaps, so the other alternate heads on the bodies, we have the smiling scan. Here we have the new Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan head on the figure body itself, and I will 100% be displaying this figure with this head on my display shelf. I hope you guys are ready for a lot of different Hulk Hogan comparisons. So starting us off right off the bat, we have the Ultimate Edition Series 13 here on the left, as well as the San Diego Comic-Con RIP exclusive. Next up, we have the Amazon Fan Takeover Hulk Hogan here on the left, and probably still my favorite figure in my collection, the Ultimate Edition Series 7 Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And here's one quick shot of every Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan that we've now received from Mattel. We have a Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan here on the left, and we have the Ringside Collectibles American-made Hulk Hogan here on the right. I figured these would be fun to bring in, obviously different kind of attires from we're used to with traditional Hulk, as well as the Storm Collectibles figure having the white trunks with the white boots. That kind of compares closely to this new Mattel Creations Hulk Hogan. Here are a few different custom Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogans I have put together. So on the left, this is supposed to be based on WrestleMania 3. It is the Ultimate Edition Series 13 Hogan body with the Showdown 2-pack head swapped on there, as well as the Defining Moments accessories. On the right, we have the Ultimate Edition Series 13 with the Elite 96 head. And also a set of Ultimate customs that I've had put together. So we have the Ringside Collectibles exclusive NWO Wolfpack Hollywood Hogan with the Ultimate Edition torso swapped on, as well as a Ultimate Edition Series 7 Hollywood Hogan with the upper body from the Ultimate Edition Series 13 figure swapped on there as well. And in case you were curious, here is every Ultimate version of Hulk Hogan in the box. So for you mock collectors, these will look great paired together side by side. And I was just messing around with that cardboard insert that they did throw in there as an extra piece. This looks pretty awesome. You can use it as a backdrop for kind of like your interview set for your backstage figure photography. It really does look great. And before we wrap up this video with some final thoughts, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button down below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review, and I really do appreciate you guys checking it out. We got tons more great reviews coming up down the road, so stay tuned. I do want to send a huge thank you to the Mattel team again for sending me this early sample. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I hope I've been able to give you guys kind of an in-depth review of what to expect with this 2-pack. Again, don't forget, it is available this Friday, November 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern on MattelCreations.com. That is the only place you're going to be able to grab them. And I'm going to give you my opinion. I absolutely love both of these figures. Obviously, I'm a sucker for Hulk. You knew I was going to love it either way, but it's just something very different. Again, it pays homage to kind of some throwback figures from back in the day. It really hits you in the good feels with the nostalgia as far as these two figures go. They look both these look great in the packaging. You get the awesome slip box. And what a huge size that box is. I got the awesome images all around it. The whole package really just gives you like a nice kind of, I guess I want to say experience or something of that nature, where you're not just like opening a figure. There's like a whole kind of vibe that goes with it. And that's where I really love how Mattel really goes about going with these throwback legend figures. It really does kind of hit you again in the good feels. Hulk looks great. I love the accessories. Again, the gear is something very different. It will look very awesome on your display shelf, especially in my Hulk Hogan collection. Hope to score another one of these. Again, I would love to keep one mock. As you can see, I have every Ultimate Edition mock as it is. Terry Funk, this is probably the ultimate version of Terry Funk. Again, not the one that I'm most familiar with or the one that I grew up watching, but the figure just comes with so many great accessories. I absolutely really do love the head scans. And again, I don't think we're ever going to get another Ultimate Edition Terry Funk. I could be wrong, but this seems to be kind of like a one and done thing in my opinion. But it really did turn out great. Bill outdid himself as far as a lot of the design on Terry Funk. Again, anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget, set your alarms, set your notifications. Mattel Creations this Friday, November 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. When they're gone, they're gone. Make sure to jump on there. I think they will be available for you guys if you're able to get on there as soon as they go up for order. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will catch you all on the next one.